Flight boss, bitch. Alright, we're gonna get into Aries and Libra compatibility. Now, the Aries and Libra compatibility, anytime you have an opposite in your chart or opposite during compatibility compositions or anything like that, there's always a love and hate, never in between. And if there is an in between, the in between never goes as far as, like, the whole point is to balance out the love and hate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ever have, like, this is for an example, you ever have like two friends, right? And say one of your friends is the opposite and one of your friends is just something else, like a square, sextile, or squares kind of work like opposites, but not really. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I don't even like to say they work together at all. Like, to me, I don't know what these other astrologers talking about, but to me, the trine means you're on the same page. The sextile means there's an opportunity to apply both settings to something. The square means there's something I have to learn before I can progress into this. And the opposite is it adds on to whatever situation you're trying to do in a bad or a good way. See, it can either be a bad or a good way. It can never be the in-between. Like an in-between kind of like I said, for an example, the friend, like, you have one friend that's opposite, one friend that's just regular. That's just a sextile, trine, or square. Now, the sextile, square, or trine is a person that, okay, you don't care if you chill with them today or not. You just, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Now, the opposite gonna be like, now, the in-between is gonna be like, you don't care about chilling with them today either, right? But it's always gonna be a conversation that jump in that you're gonna have to balance something. It's always gonna be at like, all right, but then when I do chill with this person today, like, I know they're gonna be doing this, so that's something you're gonna dislike. Or it's gonna be like, but that's my nigga though, or that's my girl, like, I know she gonna be doing this, and you're gonna be happy about it. But it's always gonna be that. It's never gonna be like just a come and go type of situation like some of your friends. Like, if they come and chill out today, if they don't, like, it doesn't really matter. This gonna have some kind of emphasis on it, like a love-hate type of emphasis on it. So when this play, this is already Venus and Mars at play, but not in the same way as the Aries and Taurus is at play. This Venus and Mars is more as at play as a clash in the sky. You know what I'm saying? Because even though Venus rules Taurus, when I did the Taurus and Aries compatibility, see, Taurus is the actual daytime of Venus. So when you got two daytime planets, it doesn't act the same as night and day. So Libra is the night version of Venus, and Aries is the day version of Mars. So Venus is the day version of Taurus. So when you got it here, it's like it's a different challenge because you got both day results. So the get along factor is kind of different, and plus the angles of the two signs are not opposites. You know what I'm saying? So the way is almost like a mini square, where this becomes an opposite with Mars and Venus. And when that comes into play, this is what happens right here. The Libra is going to be more of the setting stage of how the relationship gonna be. The Aries is gonna be more of what can we do on this setting stage of the relationship. So the Libra can show the Aries how you're supposed to be in a relationship, and the Aries can show the Libra the things that we can do on that on them basis. So when this comes into play, comes into play in two different ways. Like I said, love or hate. Now, in the love aspect, it could come into play that, okay, Libra does a lot of things that the Aries wish they could do, but are too much into themselves to understand how to actually do it. And the Aries could teach the Libra how to be more, how to be not so indecisive, like how to pick and choose what you really want to do, and not have to sit here and ponder and think over what the other person wants to do and to blend it with yours in some type of way. An Aries can care less about, an Aries is more about, this is what I want to do. Whether you want to do it or not, I'm finna do it. If you want to join along, great. If you don't, well, I'll check you out. The Libra is more that, okay, this is what I want to do. Oh, you don't want to do that? Okay, well, let's try to do something that we both want to do. If we can't find something we both want to do, we'll just link up tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? That's more the Libra stance. So Aries will look at Libra as a little wishy-washy. You know what I'm saying? Because Aries don't understand why is you want to gossip. They don't understand why you want to apply yourself with others and put yourself in a vulnerable situation. Like, Aries doesn't understand that, you know what I'm saying? And then vice versa, Libra look at this like, this is the way how we get along to people. If you want to know what a person thinking, let's talk about it. What's the point of sitting there pondering around trying to think you know what a person thinking, so you have your own attitude about it, which that's what Aries will do, because it's the myself. Let's see what's really going on, and if it's that way, it's that way then, but let's talk about it first. And that's what Libras want to do, because so that Libras will sit there and talk about anything. They can sit there and talk about anything, as long as it's in good harmony. Even if everyone talking about something negative, as long as everybody in that circle is talking about the same thing, that's harmony to a Libra. You know what I'm saying? So just because you see the word harmony over Venus and stuff like that doesn't mean they're positive people. It just means that the situation that they're in, if they're in a harmonious aspect, then that's okay. That's just like, say the whole situation is negative and all y'all is going to fight somebody, right? And if the Libra feel included with y'all, like, yeah, this is what's up, this is what we about to go and do, that's a harmonious moment for a Libra. But the thing that y'all actually doing is negative as fuck, you know what I'm saying? So this is why a lot of times Libras have see, look, this is another thing too I realized, you know what I'm saying? See, when opposites comes into play, you get polar traits. See, Aries is about the self and it's selfish. So a lot of that comes with them having to learn how to not be selfish. So this way, Aries may have a lot more friends than a Libra, but because this is a lesson that they need to learn in this lifetime, and vice versa, where Libras are the communicators and they love companionship and a partner or something like that, a lot of them stick to themselves and they yearn for a group setting, and vice versa, Aries are already in group settings, but they yearn to be to themselves sometimes. So this is the gift and the curse between the opposites sometimes, where Libras have to learn selfishness sometimes because they're selfless, and Aries has to learn selfless because they are selfish. So each sun sign is predicated on learning these things in this lifetime. If this is your sun sign, if Aries is your sun sign, then you're here to learn selflessness. So you're going to be seen selfish because you're put in a lot of situations where you are in groups and you do have a lot of friends. So that selfish trait is going to show, but you're going to be in these situations because you need to learn how to be selfless. And then vice versa, Libras, if sun sign is what you're going to be into in the stages that in the energy stages that's going to be set for you in this lifetime. So with Libras, they yearn for relationships and stuff like that because a lot of times they have lonely upbringings. They tend to think that they're the only ones who think like them. You know what I'm saying? So this one, as growing up, Libras listen to older folks and listen to conversations. So they learn certain conversation techniques at an early age, to the point that they could come across as very wise at a young age because of the intellect they use. But they can be using the intellect very unwisely because they're still children. You know what I'm saying? So they can be talking this grown folk language, but in a very childish way. So as they get older, this is how they learn their communication skills, because they learn it early. But a lot of them be to themselves early in life because they have to be put in that setting to learn how to be selfish because they too selfless. So you know what I'm saying, that plays out into the relationship. So in a relationship, you know what I'm saying, the sun is exalted in Aries and fall in Libra. Saturn is exalted in Libra and falls in Aries. This Mars rule Aries and is debilitated in Libra, and Venus rules Libra and is debilitated in Aries. So right there, Aries doesn't understand the true nature of love, and Libras doesn't understand the true nature of hate. So Libras will come up with a witty way to be hate. This is why Libras can be dissing you, but do it in a very friendly way. Like, they could be very sarcastic, disrespecting you, but the wit that they use, and the tactfulness and the diplomacy and the diplomat skills that they use, it could go over an Aries' head. Like, hold on, was he talking shit, or was he just trying to be funny? And then vice versa. Aries could show love in a very aggressive way. Aries could show love by acting on things and doing things that they think, because Aries is the doers, so they could do a lot of things that they may think a person may like, but the Libra may take this as you coming across too strong. I didn't want you to touch my ass. I didn't want you to touch my titties. What make you think I wanted that? When in the Aries head, they think doing things like that will make the person believe that they like them, but that lacks tactfulness. You feel me? So these are two problems that the Aries and the Libras could get into. But once they overcompensate that, they can love each other, because it's still air and fire. So Libras can show Aries a whole nother way how to go about things, and vice versa. The Aries can show the Libra a whole nother way how to go about things, and how to be more assertive, and how to go for more what they're trying to do as far as their inspirations. And Libras can show Aries how to go about things as far as more practical things, how to get to your inspirations. Because here, where Saturn is exalted here in Libra, so this make Libras goal orientated. So when a Libra got their mind set on something, they like to take the practical causes to get there, and they use their communication skills to figure out the best way to do it. As if Aries, the sun is exalted in Aries, so the Aries feel like things should be more given to them if they show if they shine their light. So shining their light is like showing their talents, showing what they're good at, showing what they're smart at, not necessarily taking the practical causes like getting a job or working towards a goal. They more like have the goal in their head. Aries has like the goal in their head and come up with creative ways to actually do the goal. But Libras are more about accomplishing the goal, not just doing it. Yeah, you can make music all day, but how are you going to go about actually getting in the music business? And then vice versa, Aries could look at Libra like, yeah, you could talk to and know as many people in the music business as possible, but when are you going to have the inspiration to actually do the music so you can receive some residuals off of it? So this is where they two can help each other at. You know what I'm saying? This is what both of them lack. So, you know, that's Aries and Libra. You know, for sure. Air flights.